If you want to be active in social media, which platform should you choose? LinkedIn or YouTube? That's what we're talking about today. Now, you probably heard me say this, that in this day and age, you can't just do good work and hope to succeed. You got to do good work and tell great stories. And one of the ways you tell your story to others, share the story about your work, are through these social media platforms. And the two we're talking about today are LinkedIn and YouTube. We're going to talk about two factors that's going to help you decide. The first is chicken and egg, and the second is the numbers game. I'm always saying, and my goal in life is to help you not just learn Power BI, but become a pro. And that means creating a successful Power BI career, but also a life of freedom. If that's what you want, make sure to follow me on LinkedIn and YouTube. By the way, I'm out here on Lake Sammamish State Park, and my kids are out there paddleboarding, and I'm here talking to you. So let's get into it. So LinkedIn or YouTube? So this question was actually asked in one of the live events that I ran, and I kind of fumbled the answer in the live event. So here I am, giving you the right answer. So I said I'm going to cover two things: the chicken and egg problem and the numbers game. So let's start with the first one, which is chicken and egg. Now, when you're starting on any platform, and I know that blogging is a platform as well, although we wouldn't specifically talk about that. But a lot of these platforms, the problem they have is this chicken and egg problem, which is this. Let's say you show up on a platform. Let's say I show up on YouTube. And of course, when you're just starting out, you're not going to have any followers. Like maybe your mom and grandma, family, friends, a little bit. You can always get a few of those followers, but that's not really who you want, right? You want prospective employers or prospective clients, depending on which path you're on. You want to attract those people, but when you just show up on the platform, they're not going to be there in your audience. There's going to be a very few number of people there. And what that does is that it doesn't really motivate you to create content, because you create a content and then you look at the number and it's like, 5 views, 6 views, and it just doesn't make sense, and it's very demotivating. And of course, the worst thing that, what's the best way to fail? The best way to fail is that if you give up. And that's the biggest risk there, that you're going to give up, you're going to get demotivated, and you're not going to keep doing it. Now, of course, in the long term, you can build on that and have followers on YouTube. But again, that chicken and egg problem is hard to get over. Now, contrast, and of course, the other part of it, that so you're not motivated to create content, but if you don't create content, then how can you grow your followers? So you see that chicken and egg, that cyclical problem. That what do you do first? So you're caught both ways. Now let's contrast that with LinkedIn. Now that's where I think LinkedIn is one of the most unique platforms, because it doesn't have the chicken and egg problems. Most people that I know have an existing network, their colleagues and ex-colleagues, and frankly, those are the best people who can either directly be your potential employer or potential clients, or they can connect you with the right people, right? So again, that's the advantage of a network, right? It's not just who you know, but who they know, the second degree, third degree of connections. So you always have the right audience. And hey, if you've totally ignored LinkedIn and lived under a rock, trust me, it's really easy to get started on LinkedIn, because people are looking to connect, right? So think about it. If on Facebook you send me a connection request, I'm like, who are you? But on LinkedIn, people are a lot more open. They're there to network. They're there to connect. So all you have to do is, even if you haven't started or anything, is go on LinkedIn, create a profile, and just go through all the past jobs that you worked on, find all those companies, and LinkedIn starts showing you those people automatically, and just send out a connection request, and before you know it, you're going to have a good set of a following of the kind of people that you really want, not just mom and grandma, right? So that solves the chicken and egg problem to start with. And again, it's easy to grow your network, because as I said, on this platform, people are generally looking to connect, because they realize the strength of a network. Your net worth is your network. So they're generally looking to connect, so they're a lot more open to connect. So it's a lot easier to keep growing your network and following there. So that's one of the reasons that I really think that LinkedIn has a distinct advantage over other platforms, definitely YouTube. So let's talk about the other one, which is the numbers game. And hey, so of course you might be finding it odd, because if you know, I have about 100,000 plus subscribers on YouTube. On LinkedIn, I just have 10,000 followers, and here I am advocating LinkedIn over YouTube. It doesn't make sense. Well, I think it does, because in our industry, when we talk about these numbers, we call these vanity numbers, right? So these likes and subscribes and all that stuff, these are just vanity numbers. Yeah, if they boost your ego, great. If they make you feel good about yourself. But the truth is that what matters is, are they converting to real dollars? Because let's be honest, that's what it's all about, right? It's about earning an income, and it's about earning a great income for yourself. So either as an employee or a consultant, maybe not right now, but down the road, that's the results you would like to see. So this is what we call vanity numbers, because again, those numbers may or may not equate to real dollars. And that is where LinkedIn, like sometimes it becomes about quality, not quantity. Because in YouTube, you can have a lot of subscribers, but you barely know them, and they have these handle names. You can't really talk to them. You can't really kind of message them. Yeah, there's some commenting, but it's just not the same. Whereas in LinkedIn, even if you gather a really small number of followers, let's say 10, 50, 100, right? Really small numbers, but you can really get to know them, right? And if they have connected with you, you can see their profile, you can see where they work with the connections, and you can see their activity, you can see what they're commenting on. They can follow your updates, and of course, as you keep updating about whatever you're working on, they'll see your updates, and you can engage with them. You see what's happening here, right? It's a much deeper connection. And of course, you can screen these people better. And I was like, yep, this is somebody that I would like to do business with, or I like to work with. So really, it becomes a case of quality over quantity. So hey, that's the case that I'm making. And again, the two things that we talked about was the chicken and egg problem that LinkedIn solves and overcomes. And the second is a numbers game where LinkedIn really gives you quality, whether or not it gives you quantity, right? So let me know what you think, and let me know what your reasons are for thinking about getting active on social media and spreading your story and sharing your story. If you have any other career-related questions, put them in the comments below as well, or even better, join us for one of our live events. Find all about that at talkpowerbi.com. I'll see you next time. Until then, power on.